Have you ever been stung by a jellyfish? Because if not, I can enlighten you on my experience. Um, so basically, it hurts a lot, especially when they're actively hurting you. The first time I got a small sting, I believe I was just brushing up against it, and then it thought I was a predator and attacking it. So then it really sunk in and stung me uh, with its venom. But anyway, it hurts a lot. It takes you out physically, energetically for like a day. And then it goes away, kind of. It kind of leaves you struggling. But if you don't know the symptoms, you might not know that you're struggling. Like I was really nauseous for like a week, low level stuff. Got really dizzy easy, really fatigued. I didn't bring it back to the jellyfish incident. I just didn't think that that's what it was. And, or like, I don't know, I just kind of forgot about it because the marks went away. Everything seemed hunky dory. And then, like a week or 2 weeks later, the actual marks on my skin came back with a vengeance. Were really, really itchy, really, really red, like just, ugh, so terrible. And then all the symptoms went away after that. Um, make sure it's recording. So yeah, all the symptoms went away after that. Purge. But it had to come back with a vengeance and hurt and be mean to my skin and like release all that venom that was chronically low level, like hurting me. Anyway, I say all of this to say that whenever you are purging beliefs that act like venom in your system because you don't want them there, they've caused chronic low level symptoms that you didn't actually sign up for. They've caused low level anxiety. They've like shaped your worldview in a way that you're just done with. You don't want to have those money beliefs. You don't want to believe you can't go after your dreams. You don't want to believe that you deserve everything that you want, etc. There's gonna be a purge that gets it all out, but it's gonna be really itchy and red and hurt a lot because it has to go through. It has to get out somewhere. And for a jellyfish sting, it gets out the way it came in at the source. So you're gonna feel that pit in your stomach, that drop. You're gonna feel your heart just breaking for yourself, that you treated yourself this way that you don't actually want to for so long. You're going to feel whatever, wherever the beliefs that you're trying to release, the venoms of your life, they're gonna just be releasing at the source. And it might feel like you're doing something wrong. It might feel really heavy, really like you haven't gotten over it yet. Like, why is all this coming up? Why am I not healed? I've done so much work. But it's actually the very end of whatever cycle that you've been looping through because it needs to go out the source. And you just need to go there. If you keep resisting it, it's just going to stay the venom, the low level thing that it has been in your body for the rest of, until it happens again, until you have this cycle come up all over again. And you have to choose to go through it. Like with the jellyfish sting, I couldn't have picked the day that released from my system. So there is going to be a little bit of that where it's going to come up and it's going to feel like it's from nowhere, and you're like, do I really have to deal with this right now? And if you do, that'll be the end of it. And if you don't, it'll keep that low level venom, like the symptoms of the venom. That'll keep up. It'll keep just repeating the cycle that you're in. So you need that purge. And yeah, it's gonna be really uncomfortable. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be red and itchy. It's gonna feel like the source of where you got this belief is just absolutely falling apart. But it kind of has to, in order for it to be built back up the way that you want it to. It's uneven foundation as we speak, and it needs to crumble so that you can get back to the bedrock and even it out with exactly what you want. And remember that you get to choose your life and what you want and what you deserve and exactly how you want to show up. So yeah, I think that's today's message. I'm on a little hike today because my AC is getting fully replaced, which is all in perfect timing. I'm excited to have a new unit, and I'm excited for the lesson and purge and release around money, because that's some big purchases that I'm experiencing with this lesson. It's all in divine timing. Like if it would have happened at any other time. Ooh, purple flowers. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if I would have been able to respond to it the way that I have and the way that I prefer to respond, and the belief systems that I'm integrating. So it really is all in divine timing, and it's just, I know, gonna be funny to look back on. My arm's getting tired. But yeah, I just decided to go on a little hike, and the abundance of the greenery around me and the flowers, and sometimes I see a deer on this hike. I know I see deer at home, but it's crazy seeing one just like feet from you in the woods. And there's a little stream. I might not go all the way down to the stream because it's quite a long hike and I might need to get back, but yeah, if you're in the purge and you're in that time where you're like, why am I still thinking these things? Why? Like, just let it go. I had a similar purge to this maybe back in February, and I literally just meditated on my recliner for like hours. It was kind of crazy, actually. But I was really able to go where I didn't want to go before. I was able to, it's a lot easier to just go to the worst case scenario and be like, oh, I could handle that. If I could handle the worst case, you know, why am I so worried? If I know that it's going to be okay, ultimately, it's always going to be okay. And tapping into the abundance of that okayness is really all we deeply desire in our bodies. We just want to feel safe most of the time. We just want to feel secure and stable, loved, accepted, like we have worth and value. And if we can provide ourselves that in any given scenario or situation, especially the stressful ones, then we just start realizing that we're good. We're good. But it's all okay. We don't have to worry, and we don't have to let these perceived really big things like take anything from us, you know, more than they're already taking. Like, it's like I already have to spend this money. I'm not gonna let it take days from my life. Thought I heard an animal. I maybe did. Not one that I see. Is that worse? It was just a tree. But yeah, don't let it take more than it's already, and it's not taking from you, truly. I think that's the mental shift I'm getting, is like, it's providing for me. And if money in general, like, we can't hoard it, we have to enter into the stream of it. Like, I try to think of money as like a stream, a big flowing stream. I'm actually gonna switch hands. Hopefully this works. A big flowing stream. And if we're trying to cup it over to our side of the stream where we're standing, it's just slipping through our hands all the time. And anyone else would look at that and be like, why are you, trying to hoard this for safety when there's this whole stream right here and you can just cup and like dip your hand in, and it's just flowing in and out and through you, and you become a part of the flow. And then there's no need to hoard it because you're not operating under scarcity. And so really, a purchase like this is just like dipping, like, oh, I'm dipping into the greater flow. I'm dipping into the greater flow of what I need in order to circulate money and live comfortably and have my comfort reinstalled is all it is. And it's okay. And I think when we okayify it and normalize that, those big purchases just start feeling like, oh, I'm dipping into the flow more. But if I'm dipping into the flow more because I'm spending more, like, that means more is coming in. And like, that's what you have to hold on to, truly. And that it is right around the corner, and that everything is going to work out. Because there's just no other way to be. And that, like, maybe this is that final purge. Maybe there's more purges to purge. But this is just the flaming hot. Like, can you handle the exit of the venom leaving your body? And if you can get through that, and then you realize all those low-level symptoms that you've been carrying around, the scarcity anxiety, feeling like you're not going to be okay, like just chronically worried all the time. If you can let that release with the symptoms of the purge, then you just know the other side's a little bit clearer, and that the other side feels a little bit better. And so even if it all feels like it might not be okay for some reason, at least you can hold on to the fact that it's all clearing, that the symptoms are clearing from you. And maybe this is the only way it was able to work, you know? We came here, I feel like, to experience contrast. And as above, so below. Like, you can only fly as high as you are rooted deep. And sometimes the depth feels really isolating and dark and scary. Oh, critters. But when you become okay with the isolated and the dark and the scary, you get to fly real high. You get to go up there because you're rooted pretty good. So that's what I'm looking forward to now, and it's the purge I'm going through. And even collectively, some people in my kitchen sink series have expressed this feeling as well. I hope that no matter how you're feeling, I hope that if you're not feeling this, but you are trying to release a lot of things and release a lot of blocks and approach things differently in your mind space where you spend most of your time, I hope that this can encourage you whenever you do get to this purge space so that it's not so scary. That you know what it is when it's coming up. It's just the purge. And it's okay to go there and just let it fully release out of whatever source it entered through. And then you shouldn't have the symptoms anymore. And like, note it. Note what feels different afterwards. The creaking of trees. And then take a hike and just enjoy nature and enjoy the abundance of the green coming up and the abundance of the ability to go on a hike. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm just feeling this is where I'm at today. This is the message coming through today. And I hope you enjoy all the flowers. They're like, these are so beautiful. I'm gonna finish up my hike. If I have any more thoughts, I'll share them a little later when I get home. But otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video.